Well, good motherfucking Tuesday. I don't know if those were words. I don't know what that was. Look, don't we love this? I got a Goosehead Insurance tumbler that was sent to me. Never worked there, but nice tumbler, really good, spectacular beverage inside. I'm gonna go ahead and start this episode of T-Bone Talk off with saying that Saquon Barkley, you a bitch. And if it wasn't for your 9,000 rushing yards in a single game, on top of 175,000 receiving yards, I would have been fine. I would have won. But that's why we drink. Hey, cheers, genitals. Yeah, Dad, good one. You fuck. Really, really needed that win. Dad, you really didn't. You're pretty safe and secure over here. Sorry, I'm trying to share my screen. I'm still not good at this. You'd think that I've done it enough times. There we go. We've shared it. Dad, you really didn't need the win over here. I guess you're still fighting for the one seed with Emily. Can someone explain to me what's going on? That Dad and Emily are fighting for the one seed right now? Is what is world upside down? I don't know. I got no freaking idea. But you two, it's never these two. Always these two. No, it's not. It's not always these two. You guys are terrible. Better than I am, though. I'm over here at 6-6 because Dad beat me by one fucking point. All right, we'll get into the weekly scores in a minute. There was some really good matchups this week. Really good matchups. But let's go ahead and take a little look-see over here at the standings for everything. So you can see that three people have an X by their name here. Dad, Emily, and Tom. Fuck you, Tom. But the reason that they have a X by their name is that they have clinched a playoff berth. Notice how there's not one next to VP's name, but there's also not an E. Okay? So you're saying there's a chance. Yes, VP, there is a 2% chance that you can make the playoffs. Okay? A lot higher chance that your Tar Heels beat my Tigers tonight. Okay? But that's not going to happen either because War Damn Eagle. Okay? I got it out for you. I got it out for my dad. Fuck you, Tom. So nobody's safe apparently over here. Mom's fine. Mom's a threat to nobody over here. Scores a lot of points though. Wow. Hey, Lauren, is this what like you feel like all the time? Good Lord. Um, so clinched the division is a Y. Dad, you haven't done that yet. Clinched a bye, clinched the one seed. Nobody's done that yet, but we got 2 weeks left, so that'll happen here shortly. So taking a look at the rankings, Tom, you do have the two seed right now. Fuck you, Tom, because you ended up beating my mom. But like, who doesn't? Actually, I play her this week. I'm definitely gonna lose now. Tom, sitting at 7-5, you still have people chasing you down. And the two people that are currently out of the playoff picture are going to be VP. Like we said, there's a chance, and Amy. Okay. But let's go back to these points for. Okay, Dad, you are the overall best record, best points. Really, really just phenomenal performance. I can't wait for you to lose as soon as you come off of your bye. Okay, you're going to lose. Period. So is Tom, though. Don't worry. Fuck you, Tom. And Lauren, you actually scored the second most amount of points in the league, followed by Amy. Amy's the number 3 when it comes to points scored. Still in second to last place in the league, but she's still got a chance. Marissa fighting for your life over here, as am I, and honestly, so is Tom. So actually, Tom's not fighting for his life. Tom is safe. Tom is in the playoffs. Never mind. I fucking lied. Fuck you, Tom. And wow, we are on a mission tonight. Fucking like Kevin Hart over here. I am fighting for my life. Marissa's fighting for her life because we're still not safe from mom. Because if mom wins out and we lose out, mom scores way more points than us. So mom would be in. Um, so we're gonna have to go and take a look see at what these remaining schedules are. Before we do that, let's take a look at this. And this is gonna surprise absolutely nobody. But if you guys look on the far right side of the screen, each of these categories, PF points for, PA points allowed. Division, your home and away record, because that's super important, right? It's a fucking computer game. What do you mean? Your streak, that's actually I do like that category there. No one's on a hot streak, no one's ice cold. Moves. You guys want to take a guess who's made the most moves? Mm-hmm. Mom, by nearly double. Mom has 37. Next is at 20. And I apparently just hanging around. I don't do anything. 11 moves. 11. That's it. Mom is just infinitely destroying my numbers over there. But hey, I got a better record. And I'm probably making the playoffs. Probably. Keyword. We're gonna go back to week 12. Maybe. Maybe we're gonna go back to week 12. There it is. So week 12, really good matchups here. We did have Dad ended up beating me by one. A lot of it is because Saquon had 48 points, and then Zay Flowers had just enough to get you through. VP, 17 points is pretty tight, honestly. That's not a blowout there, but it was really kind of your last hope in order to do what you needed to do, and you didn't. Does it? So bummer, partner. You still got a 2% chance though. Uh, Emily and Maddie McQueen over here. Emily took care of business, pretty chill. Marissa, your tight end was your top scorer for the week. Tight ends they don't do anything this year. Like, how's that happen? And then this one was a good one too. I'm sure that you guys saw this, but Mom lost by just 7.5 points. And oddly enough, if Quentin Johnson would have caught in the ball like three times and gotten, I mean, all he needs is three catches for like 40 yards, which he had, but he's a dropper. Okay. He looks like me out there, just, or Marissa trying to set a volleyball, but he's playing football. He's supposed to catch it. It was atrocious. Okay. Lauren loved it, I'm sure. Mom was probably throwing things at the TV. We know how she is, but she ended up losing. And it would have been really interesting if she would have won. It really could have made things interesting with myself and Marissa, but not this time. No, no, no. Wow, this computer is not fast. It makes me have to take some liquidation breaks. Get a dictionary out over here to make sure that the words coming out of my mouth are actually real right now. Amy, you and I play each other. This is big. This is really big here because if I win, I'm in. And if I lose, I'm just really, really fighting. And I still have a chance to get the number 2 seed. Okay, I'm only a game behind Tom. Fuck you, Tom. And I outscore Tom. So if he loses, I win. Next thing you know, all of a sudden I'm in the 2 spot, but I could still miss the playoffs with 2 weeks remaining. Really, really on edge right now. That's probably why I'm cussing like a sailor. Usually I'm so like button up with my language, you know what I mean? So not gonna apologize for it. You guys are fine. We're all adults here, okay? All adults. Emily and VP over here. VP, you have a 2% chance. You're actually projected to win this week. Let's see the projections. Mom's projected 159. Good Lord. That's unbelievable. She's going to get 159, and I'm going to get 161.2 just to beat her by this much because that's apparently how her season has gone. And then Dad and Mavi McQueen over here. This is a big matchup. Emily and VP, you guys don't really have a big matchup there. Emily, you are in the playoffs. VP, you need a miracle and then some in order to make the playoffs. So this one right here is important because if Dad wins, he would be the 1 seed, and then that makes Marissa very, very vulnerable to fall out of the playoff spots if mom were to win. Okay. So no one's safe there. But also is that dad's number one seed is on the line because if he ends up losing and Emily wins, they have the same record. Their points would then decide who is the one seed. So very important there because that gets a bye. So very important. And then Mean Machine and Tom also very important here because Lauren is still only one game ahead of mom. So if he loses to Tom, fuck you, Tom. And then mom wins, well, now, depending on how many points of a difference between their match, mom could jump him and Lauren could be out. What? But then also, if Tom loses, is that now his number two spot is up for grabs. So there's a lot happening. A lot happening. I hope you guys are just as overwhelmed as I am because sweet shit, there's a lot happening. And the following week, let's not even get into this because this may not be that important. Really depending on how this upcoming week goes. But there's a lot happening here. Okay. So I hope you guys, we'll see you guys on Thanksgiving. That's just in 2 days. And we're going to eat some turkey, get all fat and sassy. And I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to talking a little bit more schmack about how mom's team is going to be the number one scorer in the league and still miss the playoffs. And that's fine. That's okay. There's always next year, Amy. Maybe you should have made, maybe if you made 45 moves instead of 37, could have been the difference maker. I don't know. But either way, T-Bone.